Convicted killer behind bars, but he claims he's completely innocent. And he's not alone.
He didn't do it. And I know he didn't do it.
I have zero doubt about his innocence. He is innocent.
The police commissioner and former prosecutor also think Ricky Kidd was wrongly convicted.
Only right here on 41 Action News, Patrick Fazio dug into the evidence to find out why he's locked up.
He didn't do it. And I know he didn't do it.
Neighbors heard several gunshots fired. They're looking for one or more suspects.
After looking into a 1996 double murder case, Kansas City Police Commissioner Alvin Brooks realized they locked up the wrong guy.
It was not Ricky Kidd. It was another person, but they did look a little alike.
With the police commissioner speaking up for him, Ricky Kidd thought that would help free him.
I really give him a lot of credit for having the willpower to be able to say, hey, this ain't right.
But he's still in prison for those murders.
Very frustrating.
Serving 2 life sentences without the possibility of parole.
Why is it difficult for the state to correct injustice?
Kidd says he can prove he's innocent.
This is in black and white.
He says documents show there's no physical evidence against him.
This is the state witness recantation.
The eyewitness changed his story.
These are glaring facts.
Plus an alibi that Kidd says his public defender failed to investigate.
This is how messed up my trial was.
Kidd applied for a gun permit at the sheriff's department the day of the murders.
You would think that would be a tight enough alibi to be at a sheriff's department at the time of the murders.
Kidd's then-girlfriend, Monica Gray, says they were together at the sheriff's department when the murders happened.
And we had just found out we were pregnant. We had our lives planned out.
Instead, Gray had to raise their daughter on her own.
Today's my daughter's birthday, and I'm not able to be there. They took that from me.
Her dad should have been here through these special moments.
You just keep hoping that somebody somewhere along the chain of authority will do the right thing.
I was very skeptical.
Former prosecutor Cindy Dodge changed her mind after reinvestigating the murders.
I have zero doubt about his innocence. He is innocent.
She told her former colleagues in the Jackson County Prosecutor's Office so they could tell a judge to free Kidd.
They have thrown up barriers wherever they can and objected to everything.
Dodge is representing Kidd for free because she says current prosecutor Jean Peters Baker opposes his release.
As a former prosecutor and colleague of the current prosecutor, I do not understand it. You have to ask Jean, I don't know.
We did ask Jean Peters Baker for an interview, but her office declined, saying Missouri Attorney General Chris Koster is currently handling the case. So we asked Koster for an interview, but his office also refused. Instead, they pointed us to their court filing, which basically says it's too late. It claims Kidd missed his chance to properly appeal and also argues he can only present new evidence discovered after his trial.
They're not even arguing that I'm not innocent.
Kidd's attorney says the evidence not only exonerates Kidd, it also shows who really committed the murders.
Why isn't he being prosecuted?
We know who the killers are. One of them is dead. One's in the penitentiary. The other one is still on the street.
Marcus Merrill, the other man convicted of these murders, previously named his 2 accomplices, and it wasn't Kidd.
The one in the penitentiary gave a sworn deposition that Kidd was not with him.
Jean Peters Baker's office tells us they will review any new evidence presented.
I think people should be frustrated. Anytime the wrong person is in prison, that means the right person is free to roam the community.
For now, Kidd waits as he appeals his life sentences.
These are going to be big cookies.
While life goes on outside of prison.
I'm likely going to miss another Thanksgiving. I'm likely going to miss another Christmas.
Patrick Fazio, 41 Action News.
Well, Kidd hopes that a judge will grant him a hearing, but his previous appeals have failed. He is also waiting on DNA testing of old evidence, but neither side at this point thinks the results will be conclusive.